for East Geelong 8-14-62. They lead Werribee Central's 3-2-20. Scrobelack and Hardingham in the middle. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Scrobelack gets it down. Bray runs past it. Ricky in the middle, wrapped up. Edmondson tackles. Ball spin. Bit of a theatrical punce, and it's holding the ball. In fact, it was kick. Handballs it away to Ricky O'Toole. Still in the middle. Right foot kick long towards a vacant half forward. Robertson comes across. Closter there as well. Robertson does well. Gives it back to Closter. Wheels around, then slips over at the crucial stage. Got rid of it by... And a throw. Well, what was that? Throw, yes. Coy takes the free kick. Left half forward. Tries to drill the pass, but chopping it off. Getting back there nicely is Chug, I think.
Man for all seasons.
For Werribee Centrals. So in between the back pocket and half back, Hardingham gives him a lead. He's going to have to go in that direction. Scrobelack's there as well. He kicked in the car park nearly. Cornish punched away by Closter. And Robertson couldn't keep it in. Boundary umpire says out of bounds. Throw in, left half forward.
So Weatherly took that mark, was it, Dale? Yeah, well, he should have been quicker. He just sort of propped and he should have just got on the boot down the forward line so he can just...
Hardingham to the front of the pack, Bray. Clearing kick towards centre wing. Calvert goes up, takes the mark under pressure from Bosley. Does well. Moving on. Turn around and run. Centre wing. Gets it back inboard towards centre half forward. Leach. Still 70 out from goal.
Let's go long.
Kick the goal from there. Torp it.
Go Nato long.
Goes long towards Lovell. Got his name written on it. Oh, Nolan goes up. Lovell took the mark. Read it better. We'll shoot the goal from 40 metres out directly in front.
That's the prime. He got the set and it's good enough to take the grab.
40 out, comes in, right foot kick. Kicks the goal. So Nathan Lovell kicks his first.
Scrobelack against Hardingham, so first goal scored, they'll need a lot more. Ball tapped down this time, goes towards Power, coming across, umpires in the road. Power picks the ball up, step back inside, now he dropped the ball. Good call by the umpire, says he threw it. And the free kick goes to Brendan Chugg. So Brendan Chugg, no, David Tadaro's going to take it. He handballs off to Chugg anyway, so now Chugg loads up, goes in long into towards the half-forward line. Chamberlain out in front, doesn't take the mark and go back and collect it. Needs to keep it up Clary. Kitchen does well, takes him off the ball. Able to wobble the ball forward, but Scrobelack in the hole, picks the ball up. Changes direction, but it was going to kick, was smothered, goes back and picks the ball up as Braden Smith, handballs outside to Montgomery, takes a bounce, can run to 20, goes a banana, was never going to kick that one and through for a minus score. Luke Montgomery, 4 goals, 3 to the Werribee side, 8-14, East Geelong, and third quarter to Granny Cyclone Sports scoreboard.
From fullback, Edmondson plays on, goes to the outside looking for Hunter, stands his ground, doesn't take the mark, got a bit of time, runs into his teammate though in Hill. He got a handball further afield to Ververs, rode the bump and did well and ran away, took a bounce and ran away from the coach David Leach, runs 2 bounces, Leach follows him up, he handballs, he draws the Nyko up to it, can he take it with him? No he can't, he gets over the top of it and Ververs followed it on, needs some support, he's got 3 against him, he's on centre wing on the outer side, coming back there and handballing it away was Calvert, back towards Closter, high kick towards half forward, Hardingham just has to sit and wait and he dropped the mark that he should have taken, across half back, he handballs it back to Cornish, went left, then came right, came back to the middle, Chugg, Werribee's best player, gets it away by a hand to Bray, now they switch the play, goes towards the outer side towards Braden Smith, on centre wing, Robertson bears down on him, Smith, it'll sit for him, go close to the boundary line, Robertson did nicely, and Power to get across there as well, and Smith, Power did nicely, did really well and then dropped the footy over the line. And that will be a bit. So it'll be Scrobelack up against Calvert in the ruck. Scrobelack, neither get an effective tap. Bosley, handballs to Power at half back. Can get a shepherd, well, half a shepherd from O'Toole. He got a kick away towards Murphy at half forward. Can't touch Tim Connors. Simmons gets back there across half-back for Werribee. Gives it away by hand to Hardingham, then away to Bray. Running across the half-back flank, now to centre wing. Right foot kick to centre half forward. Leach to stand his ground. Got a hand to it. Off hands, Primke. Held his feet and did well and ran away now. Inside the centre square. Chips the football towards Nyko. He can't take it with him. He needs some support. Pushing the back. Umpire said play on. Werribee with the numbers. Tadoro stands over it as well. Pack develops. And then getting away was Ververs. He tried to get the handball free. Did so. Weatherly comes across. Trips over at the crucial stage. And Pack develops again, still inside the centre square. The umpire after playing 7 minutes in the third term.
So umpire throws the ball back in the air. Hardingham with strength takes the ball out of the contest, picks up Bray. ran into trouble, spat out of trouble. Handball wasn't good, picked up by Coy. He went to feed the ball back to Robertson. He had made it hard for him because lowering the ball or overrunning ball was Cornish, but Robertson went back and collected, went to Coy, and now to Power, and Power nice looking Cook into the half-forward line. Cook was actually a kick, and Edmondson comes along and takes the mark. Edmondson chips back over the top. Wasn't well directed. Wedley able to get a spoil on, picked up by Cornish. Needs support, got it from Wedley. Gets through the contest, handball outside, went towards Smith. He has time, goes back in board. They're putting themselves under pressure. That was a good one too, because it ends up with Braden Smith on centre wing. That kick coming in wasn't good, and Scroblak steps in, takes the mark, goes over the top. Bosley runs the ball through the middle of the ground, takes one bounce, now he's second. Bray comes at him, chips out wide. Player out there is Ververs, gets a favourable bounce, spins back on his left foot, goes back inside, into the hot spot, coming across Hardingham. Good spoil. Numbers there with the Werribee side. It's picked up for them and chipped out wide. It's going to be a nice kick because Hall will run back.
Look at them all.
20
Look at them all
metres.
just standing there. 5 Werribee players. They've got nothing to kick to.
And now we've got 5 East Geelong players in front of him, so his kicks now has got to be good. So Hall needs to change direction. That's where he goes. He's got Toby Bray. He doesn't go that far and has Michael Knight. Toby Bray still standing at centre half back and now needs to move. And again, the kick has got to be good. He goes looking for Calvert. So that was better play. At least they're looking for him to run. Now from the far side of the ground, Simmons pushes up. Oh, he didn't take the mark. Had to go back and collect it, but he's got players both leading to the same spot. Goes longer. Chamberlain up against Kitchen. Ball gets over the back of the contest. The man scooping across the back. Scrobbelack picks the ball up on the right foot and goes out wide to find Ververs. Again with Tadaro. Both young players. Good speed in both their legs. Tadaro wins out. Handball's back inside. Tackled. Will come down. Umpire says holding the ball. Resulting free kick goes to the East Geelong side. Lucas Murphy it is. His kick back inside goes to Nyko, and Nyko plays on quickly. Goes in long to the forward pocket. Over the top, Edmondson doesn't mark. Coming through, Connors roves it front and square of the contest. Kicks back to the goal square. Nice looking kick. And the mark has been taken there by Closter. He plays on, wastes no time. Actually, it was Ryan Coy. Nothing alike those two. About 2 foot difference, but Ryan Coy runs in. He kicks his second goal of the afternoon.
Attacking footy. That's the name of the game. Back to the middle. Scrobbelack and Hardingham. Hardingham gets it down. Bray through the middle. Coming across Edmondson. Towards Coy. Brad gets it back towards Edmondson at half back. Handball over the top to Power. Got dumped after he got rid of the football as well. Ricky O'Toole through the middle. Power. Handball over the top. Ricky O'Toole and Weatherly. And they see it over the boundary. Boundary throw in. Hardingham and Scrobbelack. Hardingham gets it down. Edmondson rides the bump. Then handball only as far as Hardingham. Power smothered it. Goes to Nyko. Gives it to Ricky O'Toole. Showed a bit of candy. Then went with the right foot kick long to half forward. Closter got 3 on him. Needs a front and centre. Oh, did his own work if you don't mind. Got it away towards Fox. Handball. Threw it out in the end. Werribee across half back. Fighting hard for it. They might be able to switch. McGuinness gives it away quickly. Burke off a step towards centre wing. Scrobbelack again. Go and man him up, for God's sake.
Leachy, come on,
Kick
mate.
around the corner from Scrobbelack. Kicked it into the car park. Out of. He gets it short. Back towards McGuinness. Over the head of Hardingham. Towards O'Toole.
God, further.
And O'Toole between wing and half forward. Takes the mark. Chips the footy to Fox. Takes the mark. Inboard. Gets it further afield. Left foot. Lateral kick backwards in the end towards Buckingham. It's okay. Takes the mark. Made it look good. He chips the ball over the top. Running onto it, Primke. He's got Edmondson in support. He handballs it back towards him. Terrible handball. To wait for it. Over the top towards Primke. He gave the present back to him because he missed it as well. Bell, though, runs away from half-back for Werribee. Chips the ball. That's better. Calvert takes the mark. Back into the centre square. Goes back inboard. Looking for Leach. Doesn't sit for him. One of those days. Narco gives it by hand to Primke on centre wing on the outer side. Tries to set it up. Goes out wide. Terrible kick off the boot again. Connors had to come and meet it. Close to the boundary line. The umpire said... choking them, isn't it?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
So the ball-ins occurred. Umpire said didn't come in far enough, or was it a throw up? I'm not too sure, but he's going to do it all again.
And something else, Jace, Leachy's attitude.
Not good.
Not
Head
good
down.
enough. Yeah.
So the ball tapped down. It's picked up there by Edmondson, who puts the ball back into their forward line for East Geelong. Going back, mark is taken there from Braden Smith. Has a player out wide. Tadaro's called for the ball. That's the direction he goes in. Needs to be good. Coy arrives, and now he's going to win the possession of the ball or tap it to the boundary line. Well done there, Brad Coy. And we'll go up against Hardingham. Ball thrown in by the umpire. Hardingham just taps it back. Ball's not taken out cleanly there by McGuinness. It's actually fed through the legs. Bell had a chance, left it behind, picked up there by Cornish. He emerges with the ball, kicks into the half-forward line. Coming across is Primke. Can't take possession of it, steps over the boundary line, and happy enough to do so. So right in front of the broadcast box here, it'll be the umpire to restart play. Umpire throws the ball back in. Again, Hardingham picked up there. Closter taken high. Umpire says that's a correct call. And Colbert just coming a little bit strongly. So Ryan Closter, he's been good, a good inclusion for this East Geelong side. He goes out towards centre wing. Bosley is in space and by himself. He kicks in and goes to...
Scott's just going to play a kick on for the rest of the day, isn't he?
I don't know why they don't go and hook him out.
So the ball gets thrown in. Back of the contest. The ball is collected. Tackled there by Closter. Player flees the ball out. It goes towards Bell, who picks the ball up on the boundary line. Goes back into trouble. Hall, pace, fends off, went to Ellis. Ellis goes back to Hall, and Hall away, running. Nice kick into the middle of the ground. Too much weight on it, and Simon Calvert wasn't happy with that kick. Picked up there by Noy. Noy goes out wide. Murphy leads up strongly. Hall had the feet taken from under him there by Simmons. Was lucky to get away with it. Handball goes back. Again, pressure arrives. He ducks his head. Put his head down. The tackle has paid it to the Werribee side. Now Simmons has the ball. He goes short out towards centre wing. Calvert over the top. That's twice he's led. Two position. It's gone over his top. He's given it away because Bosley runs away, goes back towards the centre half forward position at ground level. It's Edmondson up against the big fella in Hardingham. Hardingham wins. Tackled by Edmondson. Umpire says the umpire has... incorrect.
Don't go there.
So Edmondson has it on the boundary line, runs inside, kicks back around the corner towards goal. I think he's brought it back too much. And through for a minor score. What's that? 16 minutes. Third quarter. The Grandy Cycling Sports scoreboard.
Kick in by Smith. Finds Burke, gives it away by a hand to Chug. Runs through half back, goes long with a kick to nobody in particular. Primke up against Leach, punched over by Leach, does pretty well. Montgomery to run onto it. And also fighting hard for it, Galley gets a kick out wide, but Nolan will get there first. Montgomery chases him on centre wing on the outer side. Kick around the corner, might be all right. Connor, Noy it is, at half forward, just chips the ball over the top. Murphy has to stand and wait. Off hands at the back. Werribee with the numbers. Chug measures the pass to Leach, punched away by Hunter. Always got the numbers, the Eagles. Noy gives it away by hand. Handball back inboard to Primke. Still in the middle, he's got Robertson lateral. He goes in that direction, goes up, takes the mark. Still got Coy on a lead. He just holds the ball up now, though. Back inboard. Oh, good kick. And playing on. And go. Fox from 50. Left foot kick. Deep to the square. Oh,
good grab.
Easy as you like. Ricky O'Toole kicks the goal. His second of the afternoon.
I don't know. You might either take midweight. Might not be happy there.
So the ball back with the umpire. Bolton over the top. Toby Bray. He hasn't given it away. He handballs back inside. And lucky they got this bloke playing as well. Chug. He goes into the forward line. Goes looking for Kitchen. Kitchen. Good work. And he marks in front of Chamberlain. So he's in range, Anthony Kitchen. Can't say he really needs to put this one through because I don't think what they do now is going to matter because I think East Geelong might have the game wrapped up, but they've got to make some inroads. They've got to make some positive steps towards next week.
What?
We can't be certain.
Pretty certain they're not going to win the game.
Pretty certain East Geelong are going to win.
So Kitchen comes in. Nice looking kick off the boot. Has it got the distance? No, it hasn't. Lands in the square. Now it will be pushed through, and it is by Nolan through for a minor score for the East Geelong side, the Grandy Cycles and Sports third quarter scoreboard.
Hunter plays on from fullback, gives himself 10 metres, goes towards Brad Coy, off hands. Calvert can't keep it in. Will be a bit of Hardingham comes across to the ruck work. Bolton comes across as well for East Geelong. Thrown in. Bolton uses the body, gets it down to the side of the pack, through the middle, Robertson. His kick was smothered by Leach, got it away to Hall. Left foot kick under pressure. He's pretty good, I think, and he's kicked the goal. Good kick by David Hall. So his first of the afternoon.
A win, I reckon, so anyway, that's just something to think about.
Ball back in the middle of the ground. This time Bray tries to force his way through again. Again, it's Chug, the follow-up man, goes to Montgomery. Vince picks the ball up. He's tackled. Ball comes out. Hunter feeds the ball backwards. Robertson, I think, is with the hand over the ball. Feeds it back between his legs. Bolton's also there. Power uses his body to shepherd the space, but again, numbers with Leach. Picks the ball up. Tries to work his way out of the contest. He's tackled. Ball's not coming out, although Power does release it. It goes back to Toby Bray. Kicks round the corner. Went to the forward line. Hill comes out. Can't take the mark. Rosenweig's there. Needs to get hands and knees. Can't pick the ball up. Kitchen's down there. Picked up there by Chamberlain on the left foot, comes out of the contest, goes towards Robinson on the half-back line. Didn't take the mark, but has plenty of time. Nyko leads up for him, so they're still working hard. Kick wasn't good. Now he's under pressure. Fed the ball back towards the boundary line. Did it reach the target? Yes, it did, because taking a spell. Hardingham, he's done most of the work for the Werribee side. Done a pretty good job in there. Contests pretty well, the big fella. Ball comes down. Hardingham goes back to Hall. Needs it on his left side. Doesn't have it.
Oh.
Took a bounce. Was lucky. Umpire put the hand up to shade his eyes. Goes back into the centre half forward position. Coming out. Mark's not taken. Picked up by Lovell. Spins round. Kicks back towards the goal square. Hit Hunter on the back of the back. But he's able to kick the ball up now and go. So he kicks the ball. Has one. Has two. Could take a third. Does so now. He's out towards centre wing. Fourth one didn't come back to him. Now he's in trouble, but he's able to pick the ball up. That's how much room and space they've got. Now with Brimke. Goes into the half forward line. Mark out in front of Murphy, but he wasn't taking the mark. You're right, Simmons is down, he's got cramps, so he's maybe not as fit as he should be. The ball goes back towards centre wing. Players just look at it. No one's prepared to take the mark, but it's Ververs who gets the knock on from Hunter, who goes back inside 50. Oh, Closter brave, didn't take the mark. Picked up there by Connors. Kicks round the corner. Numbers here with the Werribee side. A good clean pick up. Handball goes in towards Hardingham. Hardingham goes back outside, and it's coming through the middle of the ground is Knight. Kicks out to centre wing, and a mark taken by Hall. On his left foot he swings. Handball goes back. The runners are there. It's Colbert. Can't take clean possession. Has a player further back, and it went back, and that was Chug. Chug now kicks the ball into the half forward line. They've got a 2-on-1 situation. They need a contest. The contest came. It was Buckingham knocking the ball towards the boundary line. Running onto it is Power. In front of the box here, goes along the boundary line. David Leach puts his hand up and is able to trap the ball. Lucky, because they got through. They were in trouble again, I reckon. But David Leach now with the ball. Not too sure where he wants to go, so he goes backwards. Oh, that wasn't a good handball. Campbell's made it tough, but it's picked up by Chug. Devon Ellis comes off the half-back line, kicks the ball into the half-forward line, but the numbers again with East Geelong and Kyle Robinson. If you look back here, there's a sea of maroon, and you know that belongs to. He's now asking Power just to move further afield. That's where he chips the ball. If they look back inside, they've got Primke on hands and knees. That's where he's looked now. Mother told him that's where to go. The kick wasn't good, but over the top, who's there? Ververs. So again, a 3-on-1 situation. The run through the middle of the ground. Ververs not too sure what to do with it. Plays on, goes out wide. Went looking for Noy. Galley's with him. Galley, good spoil. Knocks it down, but Hunter's there. Again, a 3-on-2 situation, although it's been even. So Hunter just forward of their centre wing, has Robinson wide on this side if he wants to change direction, but he's been called a play on now by the umpire. Not too sure still where he wants to go, so he drives it into the half-forward line and deeper, but Hardingham's there. Mark is not taken. Well done by Closter, being a great inclusion. I've said it before, and he is, because he keeps getting the ball, keeps working hard. Handball comes back in from Primke. Hunter moves inside 50, loads up, goes towards the goal square. Good body in the goal square, and East Geelong, they have another one, and Chris Hunter, his first of the afternoon, the 11th.
A bit of a bore in the last quarter, I think.
Back to the middle. Hardingham gets it down. Back to it, Robertson. Best player on the ground by far. Handballs it out to Ververs. He's been pretty good
Very
too.
good.
Through the middle, goes towards half forward. Closter, he's not far away from it either. Goes back towards Hunter. He comes through, does well, rides the bump, goes back to Closter, rides the tackle, gives it back to Ververs. On his left, goes towards half forward, just pops it up, and getting across there, McGuinness. Got one eye, umpire said play on. He followed it up across halfback. In fact, it's Cornish. He's got the beard. Look at that. Left foot kick around the corner, back to the middle. Primke, he's done pretty well there. Traps it, handballs it back to Bolton, could have given back to Primke, handballs it over the top instead anyway. Primke might end up with it. Power gives it out by hand towards Ryan Coy, 55 out and closing, right foot kick back towards the middle, tapped away, Ricky O'Toole to run onto it, and Burke can't pick it up. Ricky O'Toole keeps his feet off hands, out of bounds. So boundary throw in, Eagles into attack, Hardingham. We'll do the ruck work against Hunter and Robertson. Ball to the side of the pack. And a couple of players wrestle for it. Bray's one of them. 4:34 Werribee. Ball up happening. Hardingham. Bolton. Hardingham gets it down. Bray rides the bump, gets the ball away. Hall under pressure. Oh, held to him, said the umpire. So Hardingham. Bolton to come from the same side. Plenty of players around the football. Over the back by Hardingham towards Galley. And Brad Coy sees it over by 4:34.
So 26 minutes into the third quarter. Again, not much ground being made, and East haven't been able to stretch it too far, but it's all. The player there put his head down, was tackled high. And again, I think it's Robertson, and he emerges with the football. So Robinson has players back inside. Brimke's calling for the ball, but he ignores that and goes straight towards Connors. Good work, Devon Ellis got his hands on the ball, didn't trap it. Connors picks it up, goes back towards the goal square. Murphy was just trailing his opponent there in Weatherly, and he came out and took the mark in that fullback position. He now transfers play to the far side of the ground. That's better movement. Picked up there by Smith. Good chase there by Hunter. The ball goes back towards centre wing, but Bosley goes back with the fly of the ball. Transfers play back into the centre, and again Robinson has the ball. Handball into Power, and he's also been good. Power moves through the middle, moves pretty gracefully through there, and a great kick. Hit Murphy, but he dropped it, picked up, and the roving was done by Coy. Went back towards the goal square, couldn't reach it, or couldn't make the distance, and tried the banana. Went through for a minor score.
So Toby Bray with the football at fullback for the Centurions. Simmons has just come back on, so Bray doing the kicking in. Straight down the middle. Punched away by Primke at the back. East with the numbers again. Leach wrapped up, not going anywhere. Dropped the footy. Umpire said play on. Now it's held to him. The umpire. Bolton and Hardingham. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Bolton, Hardingham gets it down. Double fister. Power to rove it though. Runs through. Bray uses his body. Can't pick it up though. Cornish is across there as well. Still at half forward for the Eagles. And Hardingham and Bolton. Hardingham gets it down. Good tap to Simmons. Kick around the corner. Primke sits and waits. Doesn't sit for him though. Leach comes at it. He bounced it into the turf. Robertson, 55 out, measures the pass. Murphy got a couple on him. Or was that a free kick? Should have been probably in front for Werribee Centrals. Following up was O'Toole. Kick around the corner again. Came from Braden Smith. It's okay as the siren sounds for three-quarter time. And at three-quarter time, it's East Geelong 11, 16-82. And they lead Werribee Centrals 5-4, 34 in that quarter.